I'll keep this brief. You have traveled here today in search of knowledge, to hone your craft and acquire new skills. And when you have finished, you plan to dedicate your life to the protection of the people. But I look amongst you, and all I see is wasted energy in need of purpose, direction. You assume knowledge will free you of this, but your time at this school will prove that knowledge can only carry you so far. It is up to you to take that first step. Ruby, I have made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. But at this moment, I would not consider your appointment to leader to be one of them. Do you? Being a team leader isn't just a title you carry into battle, but a badge you wear constantly. If you're not always performing at your absolute best, then what reason do you give others to follow you? Ever since that day I met her, I had a feeling she would be the one. She's strong, intelligent, caring, but more importantly, she's ready. I once told you that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, or child on this planet. I wasn't exaggerating. I'm cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating to the body of a like-minded soul. The Ozpin you all met was not my first form, and it clearly wasn't my last. It's an extraordinarily strenuous process on everyone involved. I am the combination of countless men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant. With each every rebirth, my soul is eventually merged with another, and I'm changed. But my memories stay with me. This curse was bestowed upon me by the gods because I failed to stop Salem in the past. But we must stop her now. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to give the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely, and be unburdened by their natural bodies. I, gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it? As helpful as that may be, unfortunately, it's not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I give to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hope will use my gift for good. They were the first maidens. Miss Xiaolong, it was never my intention to lie to you, to any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it. The single quality that is common across every living creature on this planet is fear. It's funny then, as common as fear is, we so easily underestimate its power. Fear of growing close to someone, a sequestered fear of loss, fear of failure, and as more people depend on you, those fears could take on greater power. But fear itself isn't worthy of concern. It is who will become wise in its clutches. Will you be proud of that person? Will you forgive them? Will you understand why they felt the need to do the things they did? Will you even recognize them? Or will the person staring back at you be the very thing you should have feared from the start? I suppose we all find out, sooner or later. I was recently reminded of an old fairy tale. A young girl flees the consequences of a choice to a magical place, but having never learned from her initial failure, she only succeeds in spreading it. I failed all of you. I should have trusted you with the truth and should never have run the day you discovered it.